Hi, my name is Marcus Notley. I am a product designer and an interaction or user experience designer. Over 2 videos, I plan to give you some insights about creating a prototype, including learning about the overall design process and idea generation as part of your student enterprise journey. I've worked as a designer for over 25 years and have designed hundreds of products that have sold in many countries. So I have a lot of experience and insights to offer you. Firstly, I want to show you where idea generation and prototyping fit into the overall design process. Designing is a form of creative problem solving, and there are many different approaches to learning how to design or problem solve. One widely used approach is called the design thinking process, which was developed at the Institute of Design at Stanford University in the USA. There are 5 key stages: empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. And ideally, each stage should be followed in this order. In this first video, I will briefly explain the empathize and define stage, and I will cover the ideate or idea generation stage in a little more detail. In order for you to create the best possible prototype for your student enterprise, it is important that you work through stages 1, 2, and 3 in the design thinking process first, before working on your prototype. In my second video, which will be about 1 week after the first video, I will focus in on the prototype stage, and I will also explore the test stage briefly. Stage 1, empathize. This stage is learning about the people who you think may have an unmet need, want, or limitation, or who have a problem that needs a solution. The best way to try to meet people's or end users' actual needs is to try to understand them from the start of the design process and throughout all the design stages. A good approach at this stage is to choose people you know or have easy access to, family, friends, or classmates. This empathize stage places people or end users at the center of the design process. This way of designing is often referred to as human or user-centered design. People often provide the inspiration or direction for ideas. Responding to people's needs allows you to create designs that are meaningful and useful to them. Try to identify a small selection of people who you think may have an unmet need or want. Maybe you can interview some of these people or ask to spend some time with them to observe the problem they are dealing with. The empathize stage is about information gathering or research. It is about developing a strong understanding of the problem and people it relates to. It is very important that you document, record, or summarize the information that you collect. This is your research data. Some ways to collect this information are taking notes, doing questionnaires, observing the problem, taking pictures, and recording video or audio. You could also research the issue on the internet to learn about existing solutions or solutions to similar problems. At the end of this stage, you should have a strong understanding of the problem and empathize for those that it relates to. This work can be used when writing the business report for the Student Enterprise Programme. This stage is about narrowing down all the research that you have gathered into key findings and insights. Focus in on a specific type of user or user group, their needs, and the insights you have discovered. These findings and insights will help to define what is the key problem or problems that are worth solving. You should then create a short problem statement that identifies what is the right problem to solve. This will help to ensure that you can stay focused on coming up with the right ideas for the right problem. A very useful method to narrow down your earlier research is to go through the information again. Summarize each key research point into a few words and transfer it onto a post-it note. Keep one key point to one post-it note. How many post-it notes you end up with is up to you and what you think are the most important pieces of information that you have gathered. Display all the post-it notes on a large wall or board. This represents all your most important research findings. Then arrange the post-it notes, grouping similar themed post-it notes together. When this is complete, add a heading or key insight that best represents each group. These headings or insights should help you to understand the key issues to keep in mind to successfully solve the problem. For example, an insight might be that the end users have negative feelings about certain solutions. At the end of this stage, you should be able to write out a clear problem statement and what you want to solve. This statement provides a launching pad for generating ideas and solutions for the next ideate stage. This could all be done in your group over an afternoon. Ideate means idea generation. It is important to remember that you cannot generate great ideas if you've not taken the time to first understand, empathize with, and define the true nature of the problem you wish to solve and the people that it relates to. Therefore, it is important that stages 1 and 2 should be completed first before working on stage 3. Ideating is about generating lots of ideas on paper and creating variety in innovative options. It is about stepping beyond the obvious solutions. Let your imagination run wild and be visual. It is not about having lovely sketches, but rather visually communicating your ideas and connecting ideas. So explore all the possibilities you can think of. The idea generation stage should take 1 or 2 morning or afternoon sessions to complete. Another great way to generate ideas, especially in a group or if you or your team might not be good at sketching, is to brainstorm. Again, it is about getting as many ideas as possible on paper and thinking beyond the obvious solutions. A simple way to do this is to sketch or write down each idea on a post-it note. People can work together or individually. How many innovative solutions can your team create for your problem statement? To generate ideas, you need sources of inspiration. You need to input information or ideas into your creative brain to get ideas to come out. Sources of inspiration to spark your creativity can come from lots of different areas. Existing research information you've gathered. Ask your end user group for their input and ideas, or do a brainstorming session with them. Look at existing or similar products in the shops. Think about new technologies that might help the problem. There are many different design decisions to consider in generating your ideas and progressing different designs during this stage. Take notes and sketch these out. For example, how can it add value to the end user? How easy is it to use? What materials is it made from? How might you prototype your idea for testing? When you've generated enough ideas, these can then be assessed and filtered down. One good way to do this is to show your ideas to your end user group and get their feedback. See which ideas are the strongest, or if you can combine some ideas into an overall solution. At the end of the ideate stage, you should aim to have 2 to 3 clear concepts that answer the problem statement in different ways. Then choose one of these to take to the prototype and test stages. If you discover that your chosen solution doesn't work during the prototyping or testing stages, you can then revert back to one of the other shortlisted concepts to develop instead. This completes the empathize, define, and ideate stages of the design thinking process. My next video will cover the prototype and test stages. Good luck and thank you.